Iran and Pakistan as a two neighboring countries, Islamic identity, and also uh, the same approach to the same looking to the many developments and issues in the world, especially in regional uh, subjects. We believe that the both countries, they look at the relation as an important factor for overcoming to some problems that we have in the regions, because Iran and Pakistan, they both are the important members of the Islamic family, and also as a two important and the core pivot countries in the region. They have great potentials that they can use for better achievements and tangible results for the region that unfortunately for many years this region there was under the chaotic situation, and Iran and Pakistan, they as a two important factors that they can come over to this situation. And so I believe that the future between two countries, between Iran and Pakistan, they are so clear. There are a lot of potentials for activations, and according to the wills and looking by the leaders of the two countries, we attached importance for the relation, and so in some channels that right now the both countries, they have very good interaction with each other of this, and more than these channels, we are looking to some new ones, grounds, to the new grounds for the cooperation. And so because of some reasons, one of them is that the Iran and Pakistan's economics, they are complementary to each other. And so in the economic and trade, and also in politics, and also in the security and militaries, and all of the aspects of the relation, I believe that there are a lot of potentials for the cooperations. And the both sides, they are well aware about these valuable subjects. They are well aware about this valuable subject. It means that the relation between Iran and Pakistan should be promoted, and so the horizon is so clear. When we are talking about the commonalities between two countries, between Iran and Pakistan, commonalities not only in interests, but also in concerns. One of the vulnerable points of the two countries is some developments, unfortunately, we have recently we had it in the border. Iran and Pakistan, they are two countries that they are victim of the terrorism. And if you look at the last 2 or 3 decades, you can find exactly a lot of victims that we had in Iran and identically in Pakistan. And so it means that both countries, Iran and Pakistan, they are exposed to this despicable and heinous phenomenon of terror. And regarding to this matter, Alhamdulillah, right now it is the both relevant departments and authorities and dignitaries of the two countries, they are in very good in touch with each other, and Alhamdulillah, we have good achievements in connectivity between two parts, and in spite of that, we have some not good accidents and some terrorist activities in the border area, but I believe according to the facts, the achievements of the cooperation between two sides is very good, and inshallah they should be well aware about the better and faster than the past regarding to this matter. Not only my president and Mr. Prime Minister of Pakistan, they talked about the grounds of the cooperation between two sides, but also a few days back, two foreign ministers, they also talked. As I said, nobody from the Iran and Pakistan, they can ignore the potentials of the other side. And so, regarding to the importance and sensitiveness of the area in the region, these consultations sometimes with the mutual and reciprocal visits, sometimes by telephone, but sometimes the other channels, through the other channels. This connectivity, alhamdulillah, is very good. And they talk about some grounds of the cooperation and also some steps that the both sides, inshallah, should take some actions that the both sides should take steps towards the better cooperation, especially regarding to the border. Regarding to the gas pipeline, anybody knows that the Iranian is a second or first in the region as energy resources. It is one side. Another side, Pakistan is the energy hunger. And so Iran looks to the Pakistan as a good customer about regarding to the energy. And not only we can look at it as a trade between two countries, that it is the tangible side of the relation that for the peoples, but also we look at it, the Pakistan, after the Iranian gas comes to Pakistan, really it can change the Pakistani face, and it can be as a strong arm for the Pakistan, that they can activate all of the potentials they have in the industries. Iranian gas can be as a raw material for many branches of the industry, and also they can put the end to the power failure in Pakistan. It can activate, as I said, a lot of branches of the industries, and also it can create a lot of jobs. And so it is the reciprocal, it is the mutual interest of the two countries. Iran look at the Pakistan as its brothers, and its immediate neighboring country, and it is good market for us. And also Pakistan, they can account on the Iranian sources as theirs. It is something that we can look at it as a mutual interest of the two countries. Of course, we have some steps that both sides, they should look at it. For example, the Iranian side, they fulfill their commitment when right now the pipeline is so close to the border. Is there only 180 kilometers gap, and we can fulfill this gap mostly in 6 months. But something that we are waiting for our brothers here, that they should take a step, because the Iranian pipeline IP is the giant project, and it is so important. It can be really can be as a platform of the Pakistani economy. And it is under the negotiation, it is under the discussion between two sides. And I hope it can be under the discussion and negotiation in the next round of the high-ranking authorities of the two sides. We have no concern about any constructive cooperation with any country with Pakistan, as we look at it as an important part of the convergence among the Muslim countries. We believe that is enough, that the chaotic situation and conflict atmosphere in this area, it means the southwest of Asia. And but something that is important, and it is something that all of the countries in the region, they should look at it, that the cooperation with any countries should not be misused against another country. And it is something that we expect, that solidarity among the Muslim countries should be improved, cooperation and interaction among the Muslim countries should be improved, and Pakistan as an important member of the Islamic family, as an important country in the region, as a Muslim country, as our brotherly and friendly country, we expect, we hope the interaction and cooperation in constructive cooperation with Pakistan will be improved with all of the countries that they want. And regarding to the Gwadar, many times I replied, I answered to this question. Gwadar and Chabahar, they are two complementary harbors in the region. Nobody can look at it as a rival. Why? Because right now we have the sisterhood relation between two harbors. Iran tries and totally eager for the promote of the transmit line of the electricity and power to the Gwadar. And also right now it is under the final step of the ferry line between Pakistan and Iran, not only for the passengers but also for the transport. And so Gwadar is an important harbor for the Pakistan, and Chabahar is also as a good window for the cooperation of Iran with some other countries, especially in the region. And so something that is clear that inshallah very soon Chabahar and Gwadar once again they can celebrate their sisterhood relation with the kickoff of some project as the ferry line, as the transmit power line of the Iranians to Gwadar, and also more cooperation between these two core harbors in the region. Iran and Pakistan, the both countries that they are victim of the terrorism. And it is something that's a great concern that the countries should be at the top of the agenda of the negotiation and consultation between two relevant departments and dignitaries of the two countries, because it is something that they attacked this, it means that this impeccable and heinous phenomenon of terror attacks to the both countries, they attack to, it exposed our interest of the two countries to the danger. And we believe that some third parties that as a visible hand behind the scene. We believe that some reactionary countries that who are the supporter of the extremism leads to terrorism. And so we believe that the hand behind the scene of the not good development, not good accidents that we have recently in the border area of the two countries, it is definitely administrated by the third parties. And if we want to look at it and find it, who is the behind of the scene, you should look at it that who is the supporter and financer of the terrorist groups. Terrorist groups right now, they have no mercy to Pakistanis, no mercy to Iranians. It means that Iran and Pakistan should look to this phenomenon as a common great concern that exposed our mutual interest to the danger. And so, in spite of that, the double approach by the big powers to the terrorism, that they believe that they can divide terrorism to the good and bad terrorism. But Iran and Pakistan, they knows very well that the terrorism is the terrorism. We cannot divide the terrorism as a good and bad. And right now, terrorism from the one group, if we don't be allied against this phenomenon, be sure about it. This dragon, with full of the hands and feet, they can be more active, and we should be well aware, and we should keep our eyes open, totally open to this development in our region that we have recently. And we should be well aware that some third parties, they are not convinced about the brotherhood and friendly relation between Iran and Pakistan, and something that, alhamdulillah, I am so confident about it. And also I'm sure that it is evidence to the all that Iran and Pakistan never and never permits to any third party that they would like to mischief among two brothers.